Now, page 4, the Democrat demolition script. This entire episode with Judge Brett Kavanaugh has been scripted by the leadership of the Democrat Party. This whole thing has been choreographed. And the highly partisan, highly trained political composer is Chuck Schumer. After all, the snake senator from New York has been here before. He was in Congress during Clarence Thomas, and he was in the Senate when a similar gang of Democrats torpedoed Bush judicial nominees by using similar tactics. And so what's coming next is preordained. A phony, spontaneous walkout of Congress probably on Monday. The Democrats on Capitol Hill will show their collective outrage that Judge Kavanaugh was actually given the benefit of the doubt. You know, this crazy thing called innocent until proven guilty. And so these Democrats will scream and yell and claim to be for women when in reality they're for themselves. They are against the Constitution and against liberty, therefore they are necessarily against women and men. The modern Democrat Party is the party of socialism, which runs counter to our founding principles. Oh, yes. And members of Congress like Luis Gutierrez will be the loudest because politicians like him have most to hide.
Look, I'm not saying you need to believe Judge Kavanaugh's accuser.
Stop taking. Yes, you are. And that's what all the Democrats are doing. Don't be phony about this, although you are a phony. All the Democrats, including yourself, are saying, yes, we must believe the accuser. Because this is all just a smokescreen. This doesn't have to be about Christine Blasey Ford. This could have easily have been about an unpaid parking ticket, and they would have vilified Judge Kavanaugh to try and vilify President Trump, and in the process degrade the United States Constitution. They do not care about our process. They don't care about due process. They don't care about advice and consent, which is contained within the United States Constitution. All they care about, they being the Democrats, all this guy cares about is his power. That's all they are concerned with. They want to return to power on Capitol Hill. They want to return to power at the White House, and they want to control the third branch of government, especially the United States Supreme Court. And what's happening with Kavanaugh is their plan is folding. If Kavanaugh is essentially elevated to the United States Supreme Court and his nomination is confirmed by the United States Senate, then the whole dynamic changes, possibly as they've been arguing for a generation. I don't think so. I don't think that Ruth Bader Ginsburg is going to hang in there that long from the incoherentness I've been hearing from her. But the bottom line is the court will have swung not left, not right. It's not swinging right because of Brett Kavanaugh. It's swinging toward the United States Constitution. And that is political kryptonite to this guy and the Democrat Party. Roll tape.
As a Congress and as a country, we need to listen to women.
Stop tape. Okay, so this is the mantra. This is what the campaign mantra is going to be now for the next 5 weeks as we lead up to the election, and that is somehow that the Republican Party hates women. Well, that's fascinating because 45% of the Republican Party is women. So now we have a breakthrough, apparently, because of this guy in the Democrat Party. Apparently, 45% of Republicans can hate themselves. Roll tape.
Now, I'll admit that I would not vote for Judge Kavanaugh whether or not the current allegations are true.
Stop tape. Yeah, that's because he has fidelity to the United States Constitution. And you, Congressman Gutierrez, want to destroy the United States Constitution. Judge Kavanaugh says he will not legislate from the bench. You, Congressman Gutierrez, want judges to legislate from the bench as long as they legislate to the left, as long as they legislate radical doctrine, as long as they legislate progressive theory, as long as they're ideologues like yourself. You want the legislation from the bench, and that is why you don't support Judge Brett Kavanaugh. It's not because he's not qualified. He's eminently qualified for this position. He's a constitutionalist, and you don't want him on the court. Roll tape.
Republicans steamroll the victims to fast-track his appointment.
Stop tape. No. It was a Republican, in name only, so-called, Jeff Flake, who opened up this 7th investigation.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.